Hello, I have a Suzuki df6 and it's getting very difficult to shift. This video will show you how I fixed it. If your shift lever is hard to move back and forth, follow this procedure. Remove the cover, drain the oil, and then remove the cable from above the recoil starter and off the shift lever. There are going to be 9 bolts that you need to remove from underneath. Notice these guide pins? Tap the engine on the bottom left and right side where the 2 guide pins are to get the power unit off. Several taps may be needed with a soft hammer. If engine is mounted on a test stand, put power unit on a table close by as the cables are still attached. Check the power unit gasket. If it's torn, you're going to have to buy a new one. It's going to be about $23. Move the bolt inside the upper unit where the shift rod attaches. Use penetrating oil and take your time. I broke the bolt off. Once the bolt's out, pull the shift rod off. Remove the spacer that's around the clutch. As you're pulling the clutch lever out, there's going to be a white notch pin in a spring. That white notch pin is going to want to fly off. Keep an eye out for it. This is the spring and notch pin I warned you about. That notch pin is under pressure. When you pull the clutch lever out, it's going to want to take off. Okay, this is the piece that I had to replace because I broke the bolt off. That bolt was corroded in. It's a 10mm bolt and it breaks easy. Use lots of penetrating fluid. You've been warned. When I removed my clutch lever, I noticed that the shaft was completely dry. Suzuki should have added a grease fitting here. That's why we have the problem. I cleaned out the hole, plenty of lubrication. I also replaced the O-rings while I was here. The old ones looked okay, but I just didn't want to take the chance. Clean everything, lube what you can, and replace in reverse order. Be careful not to drop anything into the lower unit. If you do, it's not that difficult to open up. You'll find 2 bolts just above the propeller, fore and aft. Remove those 2 bolts and the lower unit should drop down and you can retrieve whatever you've lost. This is the new gasket. Make sure you thoroughly clean off the old gasket from underneath the bottom of the unit. I chose to put some lubrication on those guide pins and the spline that goes into the engine. Hopefully it'll make the job easier next time. This is my first how-to video, so bear with me if it's a little rough. I want to thank member Winter of the Suzuki Outboard Forum. I used his narrative. Also, if you need any parts or diagrams, Brown Point Marine Service, your complete online source of Suzuki parts and accessories, has Microfiche Online. Figure 17 covers the clutch lever. Replace the shift cables and the engine oil you removed. I'm not a marine mechanic, nor do I profess to be one. So follow these procedures at your own risk. Once I got the engine back together, it ran and shifted fine. I hope it works out for you too. Good luck.